Hello, here is your teacher Tom van Voorde speaking, and after the end of this lecture you will know exactly what are linear transformations. Now, what I prepare for you is here a little question, and I will use it as an example to explain it to you. Question: in the summer the average temperature will be 25 degrees Celsius with a standard deviation of 10 degrees Celsius. Maybe you're from a country where you use Celsius, maybe you're from a country where you use Fahrenheit. Now let's suppose you're from a country from Celsius and you explain the 25 degrees Celsius with a standard deviation of 10 degrees Celsius to someone from a country with Fahrenheit. So that person will not understand when you talk in Celsius. So the example is you meet someone from the USA who don't know what degrees Celsius are, but only know degrees Fahrenheit. How many degrees Fahrenheit will be the average and the standard deviation? First, what you need is a little formula. I gave it here to you. Degrees Fahrenheit equals 1.8 times degrees Celsius plus 32. And now the formula for linear transformations. So linear transformations, that by linear transformation I can explain to you the degrees average in degrees Fahrenheit and the standard deviation in degrees Fahrenheit. So if W is A plus BX, in this case W and X can be everything. In this case the X will be actually degrees Celsius and the W will be degrees Fahrenheit. Then expectation of V, expectation of the W, expectation in degrees Fahrenheit is the same as Fahrenheit average equals A plus B times the expectation of X, and it's the same as the average of X, otherwise said Celsius average. Quite logical. Here you see the formula. So if you see the formula, W is A plus BX, it doesn't really fit, because if you look good to it, here you see the A and here you see the B, so you can like rewrite the formula to 32 plus 1.8 Celsius, and now you can see the A will be 32, the B will be 1.8, and the X will be degrees Celsius. So in this case the A will be 32 and the B will be 1.8. Now we can fill in the formula. Average in Fahrenheit equals A plus B times average in Celsius. So average in Fahrenheit will be A 32, B 8.1, and the average in Celsius was 25 degrees. And if you put this into your calculator, you will get the answer 77 degrees Fahrenheit in this case. So the average in Fahrenheit will be 77 degrees. Next to it, I'm going to explain to you the standard deviation. Now first you see standard deviation of W, in this case Fahrenheit again, equals B, but the B is in between stripes. In between stripes, I'm going to explain shortly to you. If you have like 3 in between stripes, it means 3 absolute. So 3 absolute is exactly the same as 3. It means like the thing what's in between the stripes, but then positive. If you have minus 3, it also becomes 3, because it's minus 3, but then made positive becomes 3. So if it's just a positive number, nothing changes. But if it's a negative number, the number becomes positive. Important to understand. In this case the number is already positive, the B, so nothing will happen with it, but take care of it when the number is negative. Also remember, a standard deviation is an average distance from the mean, and a distance cannot be negative because it can go both directions. So let's fill this in. Standard deviation of, let's remove this, make some space. Standard deviation of W, so standard deviation of Fahrenheit, or otherwise written down, the S of F equals the B. Hey, the B we just found 1.8, made positive but stays 1.8 times standard deviation of X, 10 degrees, equals 18. So the answer to this question, how many degrees Fahrenheit will be the average and the standard deviation, the average will be 77 degrees and the standard deviation 18 degrees.